Hello all, welcome to another session in this course. This session is a continuation of the previous session where I have covered the part 13 of HTML basics. Now in this session, I am going to cover the part 14 of HTML basics where the first topic is going to be the div tag. I'm going to explain about the div tag followed by the other items. So let me explain about the div tag as part of this part 14. Probably this is the last part guys of HTML basics. The next session will be moving on to the locators and other topics which are required for Playwright automation. HTML basics will be completed with this session. Okay. And this is the last part, which is a part 14. As a first topic in this part 14, I am going to cover about the div tag. You see, div tag is most commonly used tag. If you go to any HTML web page and view the source code, guys, a lot of places you will see the div tag. Let me show you. I'll open any browser and open any application page URL, guys. I'll right click on the blank area and select view page source option to see the HTML code written by the developer for building this such kind of pages and all. If you view page source, if you say, you see, if you just go line by line here, a lot of places you will see the div tag. You see there is one div tag here, another div tag here. Most commonly used. Div tag is most commonly used. Yeah, another div tag is there here. Again div tag, right? Many div tags are there here. Many div tags are there here. This is another div tag, this is another div tag. Keep going, keep going. You see, a lot of div tags are there here. Again, div, like that. Lot of div tags are there. Okay. So, but why the developers are using this div tag? There are two reasons why the developers generally use. The major two reasons I am saying. One is for layout purpose, organizing. Okay. Layout purpose. That is for organizing purpose. Organizing the code. You see, when the developer have to write or build this kind of page, okay, when the developer has to build this kind of complex page, a lot of HTML code will be involved and the developer want to organize it section by section like that. Okay, in the layout, developer want to create a layout of this page, and to the different sections of the layout the HTML code need to be written. But how to create that layout? With the help of div tags. In order to organize the code, developers generally have to lay out the code. Okay, have to create the layout for the code before writing the entire HTML code for building the web page. Okay, a proper layout need to be created. That will be possible with the help of div tag. And after the layout is created, the building of the page will be done by writing the other HTML code possible. So assume this or imagine this as a you want to build a you want to construct a building, very big building you want to construct. Okay, assume that you want to construct a very big building. So before this building is this much big, having a lot of floors kind of building is constructed. What generally we do, guys, in the bottom, when the building was not yet started, okay, the engineers will just create a layout kind of stuff. Okay, here some layout will be created. On this layout only, the the so-called building will be constructed. Okay, on this layout only, the so-called building will be constructed, right? Same thing here also. Whenever the developer is writing the HTML code for creating a web page, first the layout need to be created. For layout, developers generally use a div tag. Okay, for creating the different sections or creating the organizing of the code while building the HTML web pages and all. You can see here. If I right click here and select inspect option also, if I go to this page and you see a lot of div tags will be there, you'll understand. You see, this is a body. Under that, you see, this div is actually highlighting only this area on the UI. Okay. When I hover the mouse on this HTML, on the web page, you can see which area of the page is getting highlighted. Okay. This is a layout, guys. That is a, whatever the highlighted is nothing but the layout. Okay. Into which a lot of HTML code has been written. And that div section also, okay, that highlighted thing also is again divided into multiple things. Okay. Just here, go here and see, you see, different parts will be there inside. Different parts will be there inside, guys. Or will go down otherwise. If you go here, nothing. Okay. Here you see entire page. Scroll down. Div. Just keep hovering, guys. Okay. So that you will understand like which layer is getting highlighted. Okay. So a lot of things are there. You see. Now you can see the layouts, right? The entire page got highlighted. And now if you hover the mouse on this, only this area. Under that, if you go here, nothing is coming. If you go here, the highlighted area is nothing but this div container. This div container is containing that HTML page section that you can see on the page that is getting highlighted. Okay, now just keep going here and you see now this section is getting highlighted. Under that, you know, this is the one, this is the one. You see, you can see how they are getting highlighted, right? There are three sections. One, two, three. One, two, three. This div is for middle one. This div is for left one. This div is for the right one. You can see on the UI, guys, how the div container, okay, div tag is actually creating a layout for creating different sections of the page. This is what is the purpose why developers generally use the div tag. That is one of the thing is for layout. And another purpose developers may use div tag here is, okay, to apply some style for a section of code. Okay. For a section of HTML code, if some CSS style need to be applied, for that also the div tag can be used. Already I gave the example for layout, right? In the real world example, I have taken to the application and using by hovering the mouse on the div tags, I showed you which div tag represents which section on the page, how the div tags were used by the developer of the HTML pages to create the layouts on the page. I showed you just now. But I'm going to show you even you can use the div tags to create different sections, whereas by using these div tags, you can apply separate CSS styles for different sections. Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to give a demo for that. Just be here. How the CSS styles can be applied with the help of div tags for a section, the page and all. I'm going to here some example code, guys. I don't have to write all this code again. Again and again, I don't have to write all this code, guys. Let me copy all this code, guys. Okay, let me copy all this code. Here is the code. The code is not getting copied. Okay, here it is getting copied actually. Okay. I copied this code, guys. I will use this for reference. You don't have to write all this code. Just for explanation, you try to understand. Here, okay. So this is one HTML page, guys. This is one HTML page. I'll save this. I'll have to save this, guys. Let me save this. Let's say 6.html and here save it as the HTML file. Once saved it, now open the browser and open this HTML code in the browser. C colon slash. This is the location where 6.html is there. You see what is there here? When I go to this particular page, guys, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6, chapter 10, like that, some chapters are there, right? Some chapters are there. Let me do one thing. This is not required. This example. Save this and refresh here. You see, this is a chapter 1. Under that, these are the items. Under chapter 2, these are the items. Chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, like that, chapter till chapter 10 are there. Now, I want to style the chapter 1 in a different way. I would like to style the chapter 2 in a different way. I would like to style the chapter 3 in a different way with the different colors, background colors or whatever it may be. For that, let me write. You see, what I did in this example code here is not just the headings and paragraph, right? Every chapter and its contents I am surrounding with the div tag. You see, this extra div tag I am surrounding this first chapter and its first chapter heading and its contents. The second chapter heading and its contents are not surrounded by any div tag. I would like to surround that. Okay. If you want to apply different CSS styles for different things, okay, not just for layout but also for styling purpose also, you can surround all this code in between the div tags. Okay, you can organize it very well. Just tab. Okay, that's it. In between the div tags, I'm providing the chapter 1 heading and its items. In the another div tag, chapter 2 and its items. Again, another div tag. So what is the use of writing like this? I'm going to show you just now. Just give me a second. Another div. Okay, now div slash div. Like this, I'll write. Okay, save this. Then here, div slash div. These are the items. Okay, I'm providing each and every different chapters in different div tags, guys. Okay, with a purpose. Okay, with I want to show you something. That's why I'm doing like this. Just cover. I'm enclosing all the different chapters in different div tags. That's what is something that I'm doing it here. Slash div. It's chapter 8. I don't need so many div tags anyhow. Maybe chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. Even chapter 3 is enough, guys. Okay, this part I'll remove. The example is very lengthy, right? So Let's make it simple. Okay. Assume that here only three chapters are there, which chapter headings and its contents are surrounded by div tag actually. Save this. So, what is the advantage of surrounding this chapter and contents with the div tag? One is for layout purpose, other is for applying some CSS styles. Okay. For example, if you want to style this chapter 1 and its contents in a different style, whereas chapter 2 and its contents in a different style, and chapter 3 and its contents in a different style, what I can do in the div tag, which is surrounding the chapter 1 and its contents, I'll provide the style attribute. And here I'll say background, background hyphen color. I'll apply the CSS stylings here. Okay. Colon, let me give something like yellow. Okay, if I say like this and save this and go here and refresh the page, okay, only the chapter 1 items are coming in yellow background. What about chapter 2, chapter 3? Nothing happened, right? So let's go to the code here and in the another div tag apply different style. Style is equal to background hyphen color colon light blue. Like this I'll give. Okay, save this, go here and refresh. Now I got the light blue here. Now third chapter I want to apply I want to do a different style. Style is equal to here background color background hyphen color colon. Here I'll say light green. Okay, save this, refresh. You see light green came. Yellow, blue, and like this. If you want to apply separate stylings for different sections of the page, you can surround that section code with the div tags, and for the div tag level, you can apply the CSS styling. That is another advantage of using the div. Okay, div tag as a container for HTML elements, not only as a container but also for styling the different sections of the page using CSS is possible. Okay, with the help of div tags and CSS styling is possible. The next item that you need to understand in this part 14 of HTML basics is span is a part of an HTML element, guys. Okay, so apart from the div tag, which is actually grouping multiple tags, okay, into a section, and to that entire section some layout or stylings are being applied. But coming to the span tag, which is an opposite, guys, single element can be broken down into multiple parts. Here, if you see the, if you see this, guys, if you see this, multiple elements, multiple HTML web elements like heading, this many number of paragraphs are grouped together, and together all these elements were applied as style. For that, div tag was useful. But coming to that span tag, it's kind of different, guys. Span tag is kind of different. If I go here, one of the page, if I go here and here, let me create a paragraph, guys. Okay. Okay. Span tag is an opposite version of the div tag where in span tag, a single element can be broken down into multiple parts. Here, multiple elements are grouped together to become one kind of section using the div tag. But here, span tag is what span tag is going to do. Span tag is going to break the single item into multiple items. Okay, that's what is different, guys. Okay, it's breaking into multiple parts. Okay, my name is Arun Motori. Okay, let me write some text. I love HTML. Okay, like this I would like to write. Okay, now save this. Now how many elements are there here? Only one web element is there. Okay, that is paragraph on this page. Now if I open this particular thing in the browser, what is going to happen? Let's see here, 5.html I need to open. 5.html, enter that. You see my name is Arun Motor, allow HTML is coming. That's okay. This is thing that is coming. This single element actually. I would like to display my name in a different color. Let's say I would like to display my name in orange color. Okay, let's say this particular Arun Motor name should come in orange color. What I can do here is, out of the entire text, only my name should come in orange color. In that case, to apply the styling or okay, whatever I can do is I can break the single element into multiple parts, whereas that particular part of the text, okay, that particular part of the paragraph text here, I'm just surrounding with span, okay, span tag. Span tag, what it will do, it will create multiple sections in a single element, guys. Okay, single element will be broken into multiple parts. What is the advantage of using the span tag? You can apply styling not for the entire paragraph. If span tag is not there, for example, if span tag is not there, assume that the span tag is not there. Now, if I say I want my name Arun Motori to come in which color? Orange color, I told you, right? Is equal to color colon orange. If I write like this, now save this. What will happen? Will only my name will come in orange color, or entire paragraph text will come in orange color? In this case, okay, since you are applying the style at the p tag level, Okay, excuse me. If since you are applying the color orange color style at the paragraph tag level, entire text will be displayed in orange color actually. Okay, if you go here and refresh the page, entire text is coming in orange. But I want only this particular text to come in orange color. Is it possible with this way of doing? No. What we have to do is, if that is the case, if you don't want to want the entire text to come in orange color, but only this name to come in orange color, surround that particular name part of that particular entire text with the span tags, and this style you only apply in this span tag, so that not the entire text, only this part of the text will come in orange color now. Okay, that is the advantage. Refresh here, you see only that area, that part of the text which is surrounded by span tags is coming in orange color. So that is the advantage of breaking a single element into multiple parts using the span tag. So sometimes we may need this. Okay, so guys, this is all about the HTML basics. Okay, this is all about the HTML basics for Playwright with TypeScript automation course. Okay, this much amount of HTML basic knowledge is enough before you start learning the Playwright automation tool. As a prerequisite, this much is enough, guys. Now, with this knowledge, you're going to understand what exactly the locators are. I'm going to take the next topic, that is locators. Okay, similar to the HTML basics, I'll also be taking this locators related topic in a part by part basis. Okay, but before you get started with locators, you should have the basic knowledge of HTML that I have covered in this series. Okay. So this is the last part. We are done with this. Okay. We are done with this HTML basics for prerequisite, which is required for learning Playwright automation tool. Now, from the next session, I'm going to cover the locators part for which HTML basic knowledge is required to understand. Okay. So with that note, we are done with the session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.